Hi, and welcome to part 4 of my video series. Today, I'm going to talk to you about protecting your confidential information. A lot of people think, well, as long as I get a non-disclosure agreement from someone, everything's fine. I'm protected. I have a contract. Well, as with any contract, when it comes to enforcing it, it costs money, a lot of money. So if someone breaches your non-disclosure agreement, my guess is it's going to cost you at least $100,000 to get to court, prove a breach, and then get awarded any damages. And then you've got to then go enforce that judgment. A lot of entrepreneurs don't have $100,000 to go spend on litigation. So there are some key things that I tell them in structuring these documents as well as structuring disclosures. 1, don't give people information that you don't need to give them. It's the most practical advice, right? Don't share your secret sauce. Coca-Cola has never published their secret sauce. They never filed for a patent. There's only 1 or 2 people in the world that actually knows it, right? So only let people know information that they actually need to know or insist on, and then think about timing. At the beginning of a relationship, you're not going to tell everyone your entire history. So don't do that in business either. Tell them just enough to move that relationship forward or get to a signed contract. Sure, they're going to need a lot of details about your information. They may need to know more about your secret sauce, but don't give them all the ingredients ever, if you can afford to. That's important in any transaction, whether it's raising money or when you get to a point of an exit. When you do draft a non-disclosure agreement, make sure that you have a lawyer help you. Don't just download a template off the internet. Some key terms: attorney's fees. If you have to sue to enforce that non-disclosure agreement, you want to make sure that if you win, that other side has to reimburse you. 2, jurisdiction. If you're doing business internationally, you don't want to have to go to a foreign country to try and enforce an NDA. If you're doing business in China, highly unlikely that you're going to go to China, get a judgment, and get it enforced. So think about jurisdiction and use courts that are reasonable and agreeable to people. Thank you so much for listening to this video series, and be sure to take appropriate steps to protect your confidential information.